Hey guys, Jacob with Jacob Comics. Alright, we have a really fun episode today. We're going to be reviewing Spider-Man number 2 um, with with this super cool new bad guy out on the front cover there. If you're like, what is that? That's actually the new bad guy, and we'll get all into that here in a second. First, I want to let you know about the 600 subscriber giveaway. When we hit 600 subscribers, we'll be giving this book away. It's Marvel #1. All you have to do is like the video, comment down below, and be subscribed to the channel, and that'll give you a chance to win. And yeah, when we hit 600 subscribers, we'll be raffling the book off. So somebody's going to win it based on comments on the road to 500. Now, as always, I want to let you know we're going to be going heavy into spoilers. So if you don't want to be spoiled for Spider Man #2, that's your warning. Next, we always shout out the creative team because without the creative team, we wouldn't have a comic book. So here in Spider Man 2, we have Dan Slott as the writer. The pencils are by Mark Bagley. The inks are by John Dell. The colors by Edgar Delgado. And the letters by VC's Joe Caramagna. And we start um, with not Peter Parker, but a different Peter from a different universe, I believe. And we see him kind of coming down, and he ends up. We see he ends up getting caught by these guys and taken over. And I had to show this one. I was so upset to see. There he is, guys. Miguel O'Hara has has already been converted by Shathra, who's the new bad guy on the front cover there. Um, and so I'll read the forward here. I wanted to get into that. Yeah, man, Miguel is bad. He's been possessed by Shathra. And so the forward reads Peter Parker has the proportional speed, strength, and agility of a spider, adhesive fingertips and toes, and the unique precognitive awareness of danger called spider sense. After the tragic death of his Uncle Ben, Peter Parker understood that with great power there must also come great responsibility. He became the crime fighting superhero called Spider Man. End of the Spider Verse, Part 2, The Last Spider Man Standing. In his new high tech suit, Peter set out on a friendly neighborhood mission until a swarm of strange wasps attacked, appearing alongside the interdimensional spider hunter Morlun. Madame Web alerted the other spiders of Earth 616, Miles Morales, Silk, and Spider Woman to aid Peter. An ally from a different Spider Verse, Spider Man Noir, also arrived, and shockingly stabbed Spider Woman with a special dagger, causing her to unravel. As Peter reeled from the betrayal, Morlun revealed himself to be an ally of the spiders in a coming war against a far greater threat. Joined by more corrupted heroes from the Spider Verse, Noir revealed that the Wasps were sent by his master, Shathra. He delivered Shathra's ultimatum, to the heroes: join her or meet Spider Woman's fate. As we see this face off here in this semi two page spread um, going on there with the converted Shathras versus Miles, Silk, Peter, and Morlun. And so they kind of square off, a bunch of fighting and stuff. And then shows up from the recent Spider Verse miniseries, the new Spider Girl, and she says, I'm going by Arana now, and she's got a really cool suit, and some of the other heroes show up, and so then we go to Shathra, and she's upset because she can't see Peter anymore because Peter's been pulled into this other world by the heroes from there, led by Arana. And so they're at the Spider Sanctuary now in Earth 616 Beta, and we kind of get an introduction here to the whole cast and crew of all the new characters there that were introduced. So we have the one that's like a Disney princess, um, and then there's various new spider characters, including the probably the most interesting looking one being this Craven Spider-Man with spider legs coming out of his back. um, and then the Spintress, she comes in and starts singing and stuff. And there also is additionally a Felicia Hardy who steals all of Peter's stuff. And his reply to meeting all these new people is, so on top of my two spider friends, I've got a klepto, a costume designer, a craven, a singing princess, the guy who wants to eat me again, and wait, I've worked with Sun Spider before, and she's actually really good. And so in comes Sun Spider as additionally part of the team. So we have our whole team here, right? Just a bunch of them, and then Peter's super curious about why Morloon has decided to come and help him. And he was a bad guy, and so Morloon tells this story, and I'll go ahead and read that because I feel like his reasoning is important to this story. Otherwise, you're just like, why would he just switch sides? So he says, I was on a quest to reunite with my family, the Inheritors. On a trail of half-whispered rumors led me to believe they'd returned to Loomworld. Now, traveling to Earth 1 is far from an easy task, especially without the aid of a master weaver. But then I remembered many of you spiders possessed those wondrous portal devices that could make the trip. So, with a little arm twisting, I found one of you who was willing to lend me a hand. The exact location of where my brothers, sisters, and father were being held required a little imagination. And he finds out that they're in the nursery. Um, in our previous encounter, you spiders reduced all of the members of my family to infancy and left them in the care of an old crone of a nanny, the Spider Man. And he finds that she's changed as he arrives. And she says, why, if it isn't Uncle Morloon, you're too late. No more babies here today. You'll have to excuse me, dear. You see, they were all so sweet, I had to gobble them all up. And so he attacks and tries to kill her. Probably does. They don't show, but he's continues his story. The being you knew as Maybelle Parker of Earth 3123 had changed. She was no longer a spider totem. She was one with the hive, a wasp, and she had slain every one of my family in their cribs and left me as the last of the inheritors. And Peter says, Morloon, Morloon replies, quiet. My story is far from over. Filled with equal parts rage and duty, I battled my way across Loomworld, fighting swarms of these warped and transmuted totems until I reached the throne room. As he reaches the throne room, he says, enough with these underlings, face me. And he thinks, and their dark mistress, Shathra. And she says, as you wish. And Morloon replies, what I wish, you foul demon, is payment in full for all that you have taken from me. And Shathra replies, taken from you, you ignorant child. Do you have any idea where you stand? This realm was home to gods and demigods long before you. You and your kind were not the inheritors of this world, or its great web. You were its thieves. The web was never meant for you. That is why your father had you consume the spiders, so that the web would see you as one of them. Now, after centuries of feasting, you are more spider than your true self. Yes, it's true, little spider. Yes, scurry away, for the next time Shathra sees you, it is I who shall be feasting on you. As he runs away from her in fear and ends up being portaled to the spider people where they met, and he's like, and that's how the enemy of my enemy has become my friend. And so they're talking, right, and then all of a sudden we notice Miles isn't feeling well, and he pulls down his shirt to reveal that he's actually been bitten, and he goes, oh no. And he says, now she and I and she, and we see the last page reveal here. Shathras goes, can see you, the only spiders left in the entire Spider Verse. So Miles is now taken captive by Shathra, and we can definitely see, there's Miguel O'Hara too, and all our favorites, right, guys, are all captured by Shathra. Man, is Peter gonna make it out? And throughout this too, they're kind of telling Peter that he's like the chosen one at the center of the spider web. Um, and yeah, so I don't know, man. This run by Dan Slott has started off really strong and fun. I'm definitely, this. I think it's a new villain, guys. I'm not sure, but yeah, I'm enjoying this new villain. Additionally, throw it out there too. Uh, the art by Bagley is so much fun. It's fun. Um, yeah, I mean, if you guys were not liking the Amazing Spider-Man run and JR and his kind of a older style, or if you weren't enjoying the writing that's been going on in that, I definitely recommend Spider-Man right now. This run by Dan Slott, even though it's taking place within continuity, it's telling its own story. They've completely moved Spider-Man away from, you know, whether he's with Mary Jane or Black Cat or any of that stuff, and leave that to the Amazing Spider-Man writers. Let's just tell a good solo Spider-Man story with Spider-Man, and the creator of the Spider-Verse is kind of coming in to tell this new Spider-Verse tale, and I'm totally enjoying it. I give Spider-Man number 2 a thumbs up. I think this is one of the better books going on right now. It's just fun. I anticipate every issue. All right, guys, that's what I have today. Remember, if you guys watch this far into the video and you like this kind of content, hey, like, comment, and subscribe. Um, and yeah, it'll give you a chance to win the Marvel number 1. We'll be giving that away when we hit 600 subscribers. All right, guys, we'll see you tomorrow, and have a great day.